Alright, what's up? What's going on, guys? It's your boy Chumbles and I'm back. This time, I am bringing you guys, finally, the guide for Nidalee top lane in Season 8. And while the guide will be updated, and to further explain what I mean about that, is I actually started a Patreon. So if you're interested in supporting me financially, other than supporting the videos and all that great stuff, you can head over to my Patreon, and I just put the thingy at $1 because I don't expect a lot of people to, I guess, take a part in this, but for those that do, I don't want it to be very expensive. I think that's really scummy, but what I want to do is have it there for the people that do help me, and I can use that money to give back with like giveaways and stuff like that. So what you can get from the Patreon real quick is like op.gg reviews, gameplay review, as well as updated guides. Obviously, that's what it was. So if you are at all interested in that, I will be updating the guides every single patch for the people that support me on Patreon. So if that's something that interests you, or like getting coaching kind of thing, yeah, just go ahead and do all that good stuff. But for the rest of this video, I am going to go over, hopefully briefly, it's probably going to be longer video than I'd want, but I do want to provide you guys with the core information. So let's just talk about the starting items real quick. Kind of basic. In most cases, I am going Doran's Blade. I have been recently going Doran's Blade into Corrupting Pot. It's been really good. And I only go Doran's Shield if I'm in a matchup that I basically can't win, like Heimerdinger, for example. You're not going to want Doran's Blade, so just those kind of like niche matchups, which is why I have it there. Mid game, this is going to be the core-ish of your build. So going into the mid game, obviously, your Mercs and Tabbies. But what I've been recently building, and it's been super, super successful, is the Iceborne Gauntlet and Hextech Gunblade. That combination. Now, for me, it's worked extremely well. Now, does that mean you have to do what I'm building? No, but for the most part, I've tested the amount of games and stuff like that. It's been the most successful overall, so that's what I'm gonna base my knowledge around, is the amount of games that I've played and the success with it. And I don't want to give you guys, crappy information. So this is literally what I think is the best build, is the Iceborne and Hextech into these other items down here. That doesn't mean that I won't ever go Triforce and Blade of the Rune King, which I think is also really good, or Triforce into Hextech. It's really expensive. You obviously do get damage, don't get me wrong, but from what I've seen, in most cases, if you're going to snowball really hard mid-game or early game, these two are just so good. And because Hextech is just, it's AD or magic damage, or sorry, AP, if the enemy laner builds armor, which a lot of them do right now, you can go in and build the AP first, and it's perfectly fine. You're actually going to do quite a bit of damage, because Nidalee does do a lot of magic damage, so that's just something to keep in mind. So next we have the core situational. It's going to be the Sterak's, Spear Visage, and Randuin's, and Deadman's. Now, is any one of these, can I just like definitely say is better than the others? Not really, but in most cases, Sterak's has been quite useful as a third item. But there are some times where I will go Spirit, or I will go one of these two if I need to, for the armor, or if I need the magic resist. So you don't always have to go Sterak's, but it's just been what's really good for me. So this is the core situational. Now this is situational. This is like the game's going in weird directions, and you kind of need these niche items to, I guess, win the game. So, ZZ Rot, you guys heard me say it before. If you are 0-20 on Nidalee Top, please, for the love of God, buy ZZ Rot. Just help your team and buy ZZ Rot. This item is so strong. People underestimate this item a lot. And honestly, it's better than most champs. Like, if you are 0-20, this item is more useful than you are. So, that's why I have it there. You guys have seen me preach about this item before, over and over again. I think it's really good. Yeah, nothing more to it. There are some times where even if you're ahead, you can build it, because if they have weak wave clear, ZZ Rot's perfect, because then you can just hard split push into a lane, and it'll help you knock down the towers even faster. Maw can be good in certain situations. If they have a lot of AP, Maw's actually really good, especially Hex Drinker early on. Athene's. Now, Athene's has been... It's been okay. The main reason I would buy Athene's is if it's late game and I have a hard scaling ADC. But other than that, I would not recommend buying this item. But for the most part, if you are to buy it, it is only because you have a hard scaling ADC and you want to protect them in the fights. Liandry's pretty good because of the effect changes. For what it does, it's pretty good. Now, I'd only recommend you buy Liandry's once you are, I'd say, 3 to 4 items in, and if you buy it earlier, you're kind of just wasting stats. So I would highly recommend, if you are to buy this item, buy it 3rd to 4th, maybe even like close to last item, maybe like 5th or 6th. Next is Guardian Angel. This item's just really good. You guys know all about this item. Gives you the armor and attack damage plus the extra life. It's decent, but in most cases I don't really buy it. Mostly because I think the stats that you get from some of these other core situational items are actually just better overall than this. And then obviously you have your 3 pots, which are interchangeable depending on the game. Alright, and now you have your runes. So this is quite important. Hopefully you guys listen for this, because it's actually pretty... This is going to be probably the most beneficial part of the whole video, to be completely honest. Other than my Patreon, you guys should definitely go and check that out. Lol. So, Grasp of the Undying, as you can see by the title that I have it, it's Nidalee versus tanks. So, Grasp has been super good against Maokai, Tahm Kench, Urgot, who else is there who's a retarded champ? Anyways, you guys get the idea. The tanky retard champs that literally are like brainless, those are the champs that you want to run this page on. Obviously, this is interchangeable. I think this is getting changed next patch, though. So you won't have an option for these two, but I think it's going to be like 65 health or something like that. They're going to change it to, which is probably still going to be the best option, other than possibly Second Wind. And then down here, these two suck pretty bad. This one can be okay, but I think in most cases, Revitalize is just better because you want that health back when you are low. So you can use Revitalize really easily. And then obviously this is going to be your second part, Domination. Sudden Impact is just so strong. I would not take this page if it wasn't for Sudden Impact. This is the only reason that I take Domination. Is Sudden Impact is honestly disgustingly broken on Nidalee, and you can actually abuse the shit out of it. Then these two are kind of meh. If you were to take any of these other ones, I would suggest this one, as you can basically try and snowball with your active items, like the Hextech Gunblade, for example. Yeah, but other than that, I think Ravenous is just better. And to the second page, Now, by the way, my build does go with both of these pages, so the build doesn't change between whatever page I'm going. I'd still go Iceborne, Hextech Gunblade into the situational core and stuff like that. So next we have Press the Attack. Now, Press the Attack, there's going to be Conqueror, which if you haven't seen it on the PBE, you guys should check out the patch notes and stuff like that. That's probably going to be coming out really soon. Conqueror is probably going to be the keystone to take. If Conqueror sucks though, which I don't think it will, I think Conqueror is going to be really, really, really good on Nidalee. You will just keep Press the Attack. It's honestly not that bad, especially with the buffs this patch that happened. Next I go Overheal. The shield is actually really nice going early on. It's obviously strong late game as well, so if you can get that stacked up, it's just that much more health that people have to go through. But other than that, Triumph's meh. Next you have Alacrity. I don't think these two are that great. Maybe the Tenacity, but honestly I think the attack speed is just so important. And next you have Coop. I think Coop is just the best one out of these for Nidalee anyways. Synergizes really well with your, if I can show you here, it synergizes well with your Q damage because your Q, Cougar Q anyways, is at 40% as well as this, so really strong. And again, same thing, Sun Impact, Ravenous Hunter, all the good stuff. So yeah, that's going to be it for this guide video. It was super fast, I think. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Again, you guys should check out my Patreon that I've just created. I also recommend that you guys do follow my Twitch, which is down below, which is what I might start streaming on more often. I've already done a stream earlier today, and I might do one while this video gets posted or just afterwards. So if you guys are interested in watching me play, definitely go ahead and follow it. It's free if you are new to Twitch and you don't know about that stuff, so it doesn't cost you anything. And hopefully you guys enjoyed. Put your comments down below if you've been using any kind of variation of this build, or what I have set up anyways, as well as what your preferred masteries are, because I'm always curious what you guys are running as a Nidalee player myself. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, hit the like button so I can know to post more kind of stuff like this. And if you guys want to join my club thing that I have here, you guys can add me on this account, just name Chumbles on NA, and I will add you to it, and we can talk and stuff, and I can add you to gameplay videos. So yeah, that's basically everything. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and have a great day.